There we go. So hold on, I'm getting a little feedback. Someone put in the chat, are you guys getting any feedback from me? Or unmute yourselves and let me know.
I'm not, Pam.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So as we said, tonight's class is about ghosting. And we've all experienced this before, and if not, it will come about. There's no getting around it. Just people just do things that way. They don't respond back to you. They don't, reciprocate the professionalism and things that you've shown towards them and in doing things. And it just pops up. But remember, with every client, with every situation, it's a unique situation for you. It's a unique situation for them. So it's important that you adapt to it and you be considerate, of their feelings, their concerns, and things of that such nature, as well as yours, and you just try to really get back to a spot where you can re-engage conversation with them and try to figure out what the problem was and or is, and then we move forward from that point on. So that's kind of what it is with ghosting. Like I said, we've all been there. um so here it is, you've been ghosted, you know and why? You want to know why? What happened? What do I do now? Why? It could be a lot of things. It could be, the customer really wasn't interested at that time and they just were, you know, feeling around, looking around, searching, doing research. Um, it may could have been, can someone mute themselves, please? Somebody's off mute. Thank you. And just could have been any type of circumstance, anything you think of, they, like I said, they could be fishing. They could have been just price shopping. They could have been interested at the time and it may not be the right time for them. It could be a lot of things. It could be price. It could be some of those pain points we talked about earlier and a few weeks ago. Then you want to know what happened. What do I do now? Well, there's a few things that you can do now. We're going to go over some of those tonight. And, hopefully it'll alleviate the worry and concern on your part. As long as you've done your end of the bargain and held up your professionalism and things of that such nature, it should be fine for you moving forward. Okay, things to do when you've been ghosted. Stay positive. Keep an upbeat attitude about yourself. Don't get down on yourself. Don't get down on the business. Keep your energy when you're talking with the person. Keep your energy with your team if you have a team. Keep your energy with yourself if you're talking to yourself. And yes, it's okay to talk to yourself because sometimes we don't pump ourselves up. Who else will? So you keep that same positive energy. Then you have to remember to stay professional. Stay professional with yourself. Stay professional with that client if you ever speak with them again. And we'll talk about ways that you will be able to speak with them again. But you have to stay professional. Remember that. So the first two things, stay positive. Second thing, stay professional. The next thing we're going to do once we've done those two things is begin the assessment process. Okay. Now, first, what we're going to do, assess the situation. Was this a potential core client? Was this in your target market? Back to week one, was this in your target market? Is this the person you're after? Did they meet all the criteria of everything that you were looking for? Because if it's not important. You can just let it go by the wayside if you wish. But if it's in that core niche group, we really want to get to the root of what happened and why. So we can file that information away and put that in one of our categories, filed away about, okay, one of the pain points I have to look out for is this, because I got ghosted for this situation. The next, was it a solid lead? Did you do your research? Did it come from a reputable person? Is it a referral? Or did you reach out to them and they were, solidly in your camp? You felt like they, it was a good vibe and everything was positive. Was it solid? You know, Next thing, did you miss any red flags? And we talked last week about social media. And one of the things about social media is it's great, it's cheap. And we talked about it's easy to do nowadays. We don't have to have the large uh multimedia platforms. We can advertise for ourselves. We don't have to be in print, radio, TV, and all, those things. Social media allows us to do it ourselves. But the old school communication of talking with someone, having a conversation with someone, you can catch red flags. So in this situation, where while we're accessing, you have to think back, look at your notes from the conversation. Did you write something down? Did you miss a red flag? Did they say something that would lead you to take pause and be like, okay, I have to watch them. This might be a potential ghost situation, or are they not serious right now? I can file this away for 6 months, 9 months, but be professional with them. But you realize it's not a sense of urgency right now that they're looking. So did you miss any of those red flags and things of that such nature? Okay. Next thing we're going to do is prepare for your follow-up. So what we're going to do here is, remember, we have to be professional. We have to be friendly. We have to maintain our decorum as a business owner at all times. We don't want to fly off the handle. We don't want to go on social media and make a rant post. We don't want to go in there and make a rant video on IG or TikTok. We want to keep that brand that we're building, that lifestyle for our company that we're building. We want to keep it professional at all times. And you want to be friendly. You want to address them. Hey, how you doing? I'm just reaching back out to you again. That way. We don't want to be harsh. We don't want to sound like the bill collector. We want to be professional and friendly. And then we want to be concise. We want to get right to the point when we reach out to them. Hey, I'm just following up on you. We discussed the December 32nd date, and haven't heard from you. I just want to make sure you were still interested. Are there any more questions I can answer for you? Is there anything you would like to ask me? What's holding you back? Those type of things. So we want to get right to it with the follow-up. Be concise and to the point. Don't beat around the bush. But we don't want to be confrontational. Go back to being friendly. We want to be at the point where we're like, hello, how are you? Like I said, but you don't want to be, why you ain't call me back? You don't want to appear that way. I've been sitting around waiting for you. We don't want that tone, which leads into the next one. Watch your tone. We want to keep it level, to the point. Put on our work voice. We all have that work voice. We have to answer the phone. Hi, this is Roland Faison. How may I help you? We want to keep that. We don't want to sound fake and phony, but we all have a work voice that we use. Next thing, be persistent, but not pushy. Ask for the sale. Ask why they haven't gotten back to you. Ask what the pain point is. Ask what's holding them back. You might want to throw in a, if this was that, would you do it? But you don't want to seem pushy. You don't want to be over the top and like force them to the sale where it's not an enjoyable experience from you. So when they get off the phone, they feel like, or they get finished reading your email or after your face-to-face meeting, they feel like they were forced into something. You want them to leave you satisfied, like they got the better end of the deal. So you don't want to be pushy. The next one, provide additional information. Look back at your notes, find something that you did not discuss with them that you're like, oh, did I mention we also have Bluetooth speakers? Oh, did I also mention that, we have a 10 by 10 tent just in case the weather is bad and humid. We have a portable air conditioner. Mention some amenities, mention some additional information. Did I mention that we offer free parking or a free charcuterie board with our setup? Something that you did I mention. Give them additional items to think about that may sway them to coming your way. Okay. So after you've prepared yourself, now you're ready to reestablish communication. So try alternate ways. If the first time you guys talked, it was via telephone, try email, try snail mail, try text message, try an alternate way of contacting them so they'll receive the message in a different way than your initial call. So vice versa. If you sent an email last time, try getting them on the phone. You can talk them into it. They can hear your voice, hear your passion, hear your professionalism, your kindness, your courtesy, and they may, come back to you that way. The next thing is connect on points that resonated with the client in the initial conversation. So this is why it's important to take notes. So when you go back to speak with them and you're reestablishing this communication, reach on a point like, I know you said it was your son's 10th birthday, and we wanted the Tonka truck look, and we can get that, for you. Bring up some points that resonate, that get to why they initially contacted you or you contacted them and they were interested. Get back to that. Reestablish that commitment in the conversation and pick up from there. The next thing, offer something of value. As I said previously, you can bring up some of the amenities you have, or you can say, if you book with me today, we're running a special 20% off, 10% off. If you book with me today, we'll be able to add a free charcuterie board to your picnic package. If you book with me in the next 48 hours, we can add upgraded pillows selection to you. So add something of value to what you've already discussed with them to, again, make them feel like when you guys get off the phone, they have won the battle and they don't feel like you're taking advantage of them and you sold them something they didn't want. The term buyer's remorse, you don't want them to have that. You want them to get off the phone feeling like, yeah, this is going to be beneficial. I'm excited. I can't wait until we have our event. Excuse me. The last thing, make 1 to 3 attempts at opening the lines of communication. So once you build out your plan, you're trying to reestablish, make 1 to 3 attempts. After that, you can write it off. They're not going to come back to you. Let them come back to you, because we don't want to seem desperate and we are running a business and you don't want them to talk you down off your price and say, they're desperate. So I can tell them, I don't want to pay the $400. If they give it to me for $275, I'll take it, but make 3 strong attempts. Being polite, courteous, kind, and try to reach out to them with the lines of communication. If you don't hear back from them after that, it may be time to move on. Okay. The next thing, review previous communications between you guys as well. Look for any signs of miscommunication. Did you misunderstand something they were looking for? Did they misunderstand, something you said? So while you're talking with them, review these things to be like, well, did we fully understand each other, what we were looking for? And that leads into the next one. Any misunderstanding, those two go together, miscommunication, misunderstanding, well, I thought, you said you were booked that day. No, ma'am, I'm available that day. No, sir, I'm available that day. I have this time from 2 to 6. We're available. It could be something that's small as just they misheard, you misheard, where they're saying, well, no, it's fine. Remember, I said I would get back to you in a couple of months about it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We just had a misunderstanding, miscommunication. Next thing, did you explain everything thoroughly to them? When you went through your sales pitch, was it concise, to the point? Did you make sure that you thoroughly explain what you do, what the business does, the start time, the end time, what's actually being served, what can't be served? Just make sure you explain everything, that they fully understand thoroughly what is going to happen and what's going to take place during the event. The next thing, did you address their pain points? Or did they not mention pain points? They may bring up something in this second conversation that they didn't bring up in the first conversation, where you can realize and say, hey, let me address that for you. Let me alleviate the concern from you. We'll be there to pick up everything. All you have to do is get up and leave, sir, ma'am. We'll take care of the cleanup and everything. You're just there to enjoy the event. Or you don't have to worry about parking. Parking is right there. It's free. You don't have to worry about being in the garage. You can see your car right from where you're set up at. Any points that may be a pain to them that weren't addressed, or you guys did address, and you just have to reiterate those facts to them. Again, did you answer their questions and concerns? Find out what they were. You may have to figure out what it was that was said that you didn't think at that time was important, or what you may think was a concern to them. They may bring it up again, so you look at your notes and you readdress those situations. Were all the questions answered? Were all the concerns addressed? So that way you can get past that point and get on to the next phase of getting them booked. Okay. With this being ghosted, the most important thing is everything is a learning experience. So you have to learn from this experience. You may want to reflect on your communication approach. Were you too rough? Were you too soft? Were you too timid? Were you not sure of yourself? Was your confidence level not high? Did they sense like, they don't know what they're talking about? I don't trust this business. Did you communicate properly? Did you thoroughly go through everything? Did you address all their pain points? Did you go through your sales pitch? Are they in your target market? Are they your core? Did you communicate all the things that make you who you are, make your business unique? Then consider things you could do differently. Well, maybe I should have said, you know what? We can do this for you in this manner. We can have the beverage set up for you, at this time and place, or, instead of saying, oh, we don't do beverages, something like that. Could you consider things how you could approach them differently? Did you not read the signs? Did you not read the room, as you say, and know this person and connect with them? Then you can move to the next point. Ask them for feedback. If they haven't said anything, just ask them, look, what could I have done better to make you, book with us? They may tell you, oh, it's not you, it's me. But you can use that as well. And then just ask them a couple of follow-up questions so you can see what they say. All feedback, good and bad, helps us grow in this business. We can use it to adjust and adapt to what we need to do as salespeople, because some of us, aren't salespeople, even though, or feel we aren't salespeople. But remember, we're all salespeople. As an entrepreneur, you're always a salesperson. You're selling yourself. You're selling your business. You are the business. And that's our last point. Use all feedback, positive and negative, as a learning and growing experience. Use it as a tool. Use it to our advantage. Next, that's it. On ghosting, it's not a lot. We're not have a lot to do with that. It's just readdressing the situation, getting back to them, figuring out what the problem was, and just finding a solution to it, and working forward from there. Let me see if I can find one that I have and I can read it to you guys. A way to do this. So bear with me 1 second here. Okay, here we go. You can try this. This is one that I normally use with clients in my profession. Um, dear client, just fill in the name. I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to follow up with you regarding our last conversation. It has been a while since we last spoke, and I have not heard back from you despite reaching out a few times. I understand that life gets busy and priorities can change, but I would appreciate it if you could take a moment to update me on the status of your prospective event. As a professional, I believe that communication is key to the success of any project, and it would be helpful to receive an update from you. Thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to hearing from you very soon. So it's not a lot. And then at the bottom, there's my name, my contact information. So it's not a lot. It's just reaching out to letting them know, hey, I'm still thinking about you. I still want to do some things. And this is what we can do. Just want to reestablish the communication with that. Okay. All right. So now it's Q&A time. Anyone has any questions, feel free to shoot. We are on your time. Shonda, Roland, can you send that template? Yes, I will upload it in the group. Anyone else? Unmute yourselves, put in the chat. No one, no concerns, any wins or any concerns, or not just on this topic, but any topic we've discussed before, or anything that's you're worried about this week or that you're working on, you want to shoot it out to the group, you need some help with some things.
Mr. Rowland, hey.
Yes, ma'am. Hey.
Hey, this is Sensational Fans here. We have a issue. Well, we had one. We were giving out when you said when they ghost you.
Yes.
We were giving out free picnics and co-workers, friends, and they don't take your offer, but you see them every day at work.
Uh-huh.
how do you continue to revisit it, or you just leave it alone? How many attempts? Because I think I tried already like 2 or 3, and I'm at a point where I don't bother with them, but then I don't want to make it awkward when I see them at work.
Um, are they your market?
They are.
Have you made reasonable attempts to reach them, like spoke to them about the business?
I have, and one is no longer with working with us, and she is she explained that they are busy, which I knew going in, but I've just left that alone. But one, she supposed to be my friend, and I see her
One,
every day. But I
Shonda, one thing you're gonna learn in business. I'm not sure if this is your first business, but one thing you're gonna learn in
is
business: family and friends are the last to jump on board.
correct. And then when I
Yeah,
post, we posted on Facebook, we're
yeah,
you're increasing. And when you come in there, you want to tell other people, oh, I'm doing this. Yes, we did this event. And they, get the funny, awkward look.
yeah.
But
It's a lot of things. Everyone's not gonna be happy for your success. There's gonna be a lot of jealous. That green monster of envy and jealousy is gonna pop up. But as far as that situation, just keep pushing. Don't say anything to them about it. You know, they know you have a business. You've reached out to them. If you made the 1 to 3 attempts to try to get them to come out and book, you know, let it go. It'll come back. Trust me. Once they see your success and others are booking, and then someone else is going to say, "Oh, what's the name of your company?"
sensational affairs.
Yeah. Oh, have you heard about Sensational Affairs? Oh, we had an awesome affair. That's my girl, Shonda. Yeah. Nah, you ain't have that energy before. You know what I mean?
Correct.
But 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 once they start hearing it from other people, oh, you that girl all of a sudden. You know what I mean? That's just the way it's gonna be. But stay professional. Like you said, you're at work, so don't let it make it seem awkward or whatever. You've presented it to them. You've made a nice proposal to them, and you went at them in a business way. You didn't go at them as Shonda. Hey, I'm just gonna call her Roxanne. Hey, Roxanne, girl, I got to. You came as a business owner. So that energy will come. It'll circle back, but don't press it out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Pam, what's going on this week? I know you got something to tell me.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had you on mute. I'm like knee deep in knee deep in working on my sister's 50th birthday surprise party, which is Saturday. Her friend is hosting it, but
Uh-huh.
I'm helping her while doing the decor part of it. And
Okay.
they kind of gave me the stuff late, so it's like I've been eating, sleeping, drinking, doing something. I'm like, I
Mhm.
can't wait for it to come and be over so I can do what I need to do. I'm like,
Any
oh my
shopping done this
God.
weekend?
I'm sorry.
Did you get any shopping done this weekend?
No, actually this weekend was kind of crazy. My cousin had his all white party on Saturday. My friend came to visit from Carolina for her class reunion and a funeral of another friend. So, and it rained like crazy. Like we literally had rain in some places up to your calves.
Oh yeah, we had
So,
that here in DC, Maryland area as well. Yeah.
and I
Did you
was
get some
just doing,
content from the white party?
no, I did not. Oh, sorry. I did a graduation party before that, then the white party. So, I got the white party started at 5. I didn't get there till like 8. So it was beginning to get dark. So I, I did not. I did not do any content for that. I was trying to sneak around and tell the family members about my sister's surprise 50th birthday party, and
Okay.
she was there. And one cousin I said it, she says, "Oh, I didn't realize it was a surprise." I'm like, "Oh gosh."
Oh, no.
Yeah, so but I mean it is what it is. I just can't wait for it to be over so I can start doing what I need to do for me.
Yes, I
And
understand that. Well,
it
good
will be
luck to
over.
you.
Thank you,
Ho-
thank you, thank you.
Hopefully, it won't be too stressful this week.
It is because I'm doing a lot of things by hand and
Mm.
it's crazy. I had like 120. I guess there's this something called a fishbowl drink. And they put all kinds of I don't drink. And they put all kinds of candy in it and all of that. So I had to
Yes, I've heard of
personally
that. I've heard of that. Yeah.
I had 120 glasses to personalize and she gave them to me like at the last minute and
Ooh.
vinyl, and then I had 120 of everything. Those, the menus, her centerpieces were us. It's like, oh, it's just that's a lot. Napkins got to be pressed. Linen got to be pressed. It's a lot.
Mhm.
Well, you know.
All
You
righty. Okay. Well, good luck. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. We're wishing you the
know.
best, and we can't wait to hear about it next week of how wonderful everything turned out because we know it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah,
Anyone
thank you.
else? Kia, Angela, Kertrice, anybody got anything? No questions, no concerns, going once.
I thought that was something interesting or good you brought up about the family and friends supporting you. I feel like in business, that's important to be able to process and be mature about that because usually you expect them to be the first people to sign up to support you and they don't. So dealing with that and how to handle that maturely is very important.
Yes, you are correct. You are correct, Carly. We would like for it to be that way. And not all your family members are going to be that way, but some are. Everybody is not on your team. You know, you think they're on your team, but they're not. But like you said, if we stay positive, as I was saying earlier in one of the slides, you got to pump yourself up sometimes. It's okay to be your own cheerleader. Celebrate. You know, I was on a call with my mentor last night, and he was saying, celebrate your small wins. No, go buy yourself a piece of cookie or a piece of cake or something. Celebrate every win. Celebrate yourself. You know, if you know you wait for your family or friends to do it, you won't get it. You're not going to get it. You gotta separate that from business, personal from business, and it'll go a long way, and like I said, just celebrate. If you got up off the couch, you didn't sit there watching Netflix, excuse me, or the Hallmark Channel, or Disney, or Hulu, or ESPN, or whatever, and you knew you had to come up with some ideas for flyers, you know, you did it, celebrate it, because you did something that you normally wouldn't do. If you reached out of your range and you started posting videos because that's not your wheelhouse, you did it. Celebrate it. Don't wait for family and friends to celebrate it. They're not, for the most part. So keep yourself encouraged is the most important part. Anyone else?
Yes, this is Tawanda from Sensational Affairs. How's everyone doing?
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, we're working on our Friendsgiving and we need everybody input. So we're working on our Friendsgiving. I think last call we were talking about, I think you suggested start advertising August 1st. Well, here in our area, school starts August 11th. So we were thinking, do we
It's a
still
Friday.
right?
Right.
They do that kind of stuff. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's my wife's birthday. That's how I know it's a Friday.
uh, yeah, so we were thinking to start should we still push for the first or wait till like the 15th after school start to market the Friendsgiving? That's one thing. But then the second one is, our should we never been to a Friendsgiving, so we hear about it, but we want it to be an excellent event where we have the 3-course meals. We have the max we're going to serve is 12 because it's just going to be easier to turn around because they have time slots. And then like, should we have a bartender or like some type of jazz, or we probably have a jazz speak, just music playing, but should we have an MC or anything like that? But we'll have an apple dipping station so they can make their own caramel apple, and that's their parting gift. And then we'll be setting up for the next one. So we never been, but we just want the aesthetic and something different for our area to do.
So y'all had the lunch conversation today?
Yes.
And the bartender came up. Well, I'll let everyone in on the story. Okay. The sisters and they reached out to me yesterday afternoon. It was around my bedtime, but I told them I would get back to them this morning and to discuss it. So they reached out to me and we discussed the Friendsgiving, and we dropped some, I dropped them some info this morning, and they were like, oh yeah. So they were going to talk at lunch and get some things together. So now we're coming back to after the fact. So I do have a little inside information on what Shonda's talking about. So we got the pricing set and everything, right?
Yes, we're gonna go ahead. We actually had to go up on the prices, and do minimum of 6 and push for the 12.
Okay.
But it'd be a minimum of 6 guests, so that would be like $750.
Okay, and everybody's getting their profit, right? The chef's gonna be able to get their profit. You're gonna be able
correct.
to pay staff and you guys came up with an amount you're gonna be able to put in your pocket and everything.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you're just basically adding on. But then the thing is, how much are you gonna pay the band? Or how much are you gonna pay the DJ? Or do you just wanna use your Apple ID account to run music through the place? Or how much DJs go down in Florida? Because I know up here in DC, Maryland now, DJs like 400 for 4 hours.
Right about the same, but we can have one burn a USB for us and we can just play that.
You can make a playlist. Have you ever been on the call before we start?
Yes.
You hear the music that I play?
Yes.
That's from my Napster account. It used to be Rhapsody, but Rhapsody turned their name to Napster for whatever reason last year. So it's my musical subscription service. And I'll tell you 2 things. I have it because I don't listen to the radio often. I want to listen to what I want to listen to. I want to hear all the commercials. I'm old. I'm 52. I don't hear all that boogie. I'm mellowed out.
Right.
So I have it for that reason. And then, but every album, everything that comes out, whatever style of music you want to listen to, it's on there. Whatever artist you want to listen to, it's on there. You just download it and you can make a playlist and play it. So that's what I do, because I hate to come into a Zoom meeting and then I'm wondering, is my volume working? Is it not working? Am I the only person? You know what I mean? So that's why I play music. So when you come on, you'll know everything's working fine.
Okay.
So you can download, you can get Napster. It's like, I think I pay like $10.99 a month. Because I'm an Android user. I'm a Samsung Galaxy guy, so I don't have an iPhone.
Okay, we are too.
Yeah, so Napster works on there. Just download it, and you can do the family plan, so both of you guys can have it, which I think is like $14 or something like that. And you have that, and you can just make a playlist. You can make it as long as you want. I think my longest playlist is like maybe 4 hours, something like that, and it's just like 80 or 90 songs,
Okay.
so you can make it as long as you want, and you can save yourself on the DJ that way, and just plug it up. If you have the Bluetooth speaker or things like that, you can save some money that way. But I think you're on to something good. Maybe a bartender would be a good thing. You can do coffee, tea,
Or
water,
six.
lemonade, iced tea for free, add it into your package, that you're charging the $7.50 for. And then if they want to do drinks, they can go to the bar. Depending on what the rules are at the establishment you're having it at, you may have to
Right.
be a licensed bartender, or you may have to get a temporary. One of you girls have to get a. I'm sorry, one of you ladies have to get a temporary liquor
License.
license. I'm not sure what the rules are down in Florida, but then you guys can, do a cut. He keeps 60, y'all keep 40, something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, that might be that. Adding a bartender might be a good look. And you can do mocktails and real cocktails.
Yeah, and we was thinking about having like a signature drink because we don't drink, but like have something for those who do, maybe like a caramel apple martini or something. We watch Food Network, so that's where we get them ideas. But we
Yeah,
don't
pumpkin
drink.
something
Right.
around Thanksgiving. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Everybody loves pumpkin, whatever. As far as the date, uh, yeah, because we were talking earlier, I said you got 15 days from now, and that falls right. Remember when I text you guys back? I
Right.
said start 15 days. So that's in about 15 days. August 11th is about a 15 days away, right?
Yeah.
In that range, 15, 20 days away?
By 20, yes.
Yeah. So start. That's a good starting point. Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, if you guys have any more, just hit me up, And if I don't, I'm usually asleep by 10, 10:30. But I'll hit you back in the morning because I'm up at 4. So I'll get you back in. I'm not gonna hit you guys that early. I'll probably get back to you like the time I did today. I'll give you guys a chance. Everybody doesn't have to go to work as early as I do.
Oh, we appreciate you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I think it's going to be great. Friendsgiving has taken on a lot lately and taken off. And I've never been to one myself either, but I hear people doing it and they like it. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I love you guys' creative minds. Y'all stay thinking. Y'all stay thinking.
Yes, we try.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm sorry.
today's I gave a play of the day today. Then I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but it came to me yesterday. You guys are down there by the water. See if you can hook up with a boat owner who's looking to make a little extra money and have your picnics on a boat. Or you can have it, set up where he can take you out for 2 hours, have the boat picnic on the boat for 2 hours. You guys split the profits however you feel. Or you can have it set up where, you can have the picnic and then they can go out on the boat for an hour or so, or they can go out on the boat and then come back and picnic. So look into that. That might be something that you guys can make some money off of, and then you can find a boat owner who is, willing to put a little passive money in their pocket, income, and you can put a little in your pocket. Because you guys can do that year round with your weather. Here in Maryland, it's a little tricky. We won't be able to do that, but a few more months before it gets cold out on the water. But just think about that idea. And if you need some help with some flyers or something you think you really want to get into, you two definitely know how to hit me up, and we can work on something.
Sounds good.
All righty. Anyone else? All right. Well, I'll give you this last tip and then we're gonna get out of here. It's 8:20. Tomorrow's tip is going to be staycations. A lot of people are staying home because the price of gas is rising. There's some still are afraid of COVID. Others are just not willing to go out with inflation, the travel schedule, they don't get stuck anywhere. Think about doing some staycation packages where you can just have the client pick out a destination. You know, they may want to do an, Caribbean theme one day, in their house. Do a 2-day or 3-day package, it's like, oh, you want to be in the Caribbean today, we're featuring food from Jamaica. The next day you can do something from the Bahamas. The next day you can do something from Turks and Caicos, something like that. So staycation packages may be a new area to get into this year with the rising, like I said, gas prices and inflation. So look into those areas and see if it's something that you might want to do. And as I just told the sisters, if you bump your head against the wall, reach out to me and we can figure something out and work on it. Another thing, please join your Chamber of Commerce. Is some great information being given out. It's a great way to promote your business. Labor Day is the next holiday coming. See if you can get on board to see what they have to offer. And maybe you can set up, a booth or serve sandwiches or display beverages or anything at the chamber meeting. But get on their radar. Also, if you never did a grand opening picnic or a grand opening for your business, reach out to the chamber. They will come out and you can do a ribbon cutting ceremony. Great photo opportunities. That'll bring out the news, the local news. That will bring out the local radio stations. Photos will be printed in the chamber's newsletter for the month. So definitely, if you don't do anything else this week, please reach out to your local Chamber of Commerce and register as a business. All righty. Thank you guys so much. Topic for next week. Any ideas, Carla? Anyone? Okay, I'll tell you what I was thinking about, doing a sales blitz. We'll go over how to do a sales blitz. That's something I do a lot in my profession. So next week's topic, sales blitz. I'll teach you guys how to do that. It'll be a master blast of how you just reach out, how you just get a lot of information out. We get some templates together, and how you can work on those things and just mass blitzing people with emails, using your email list, using your snail mail, handouts, brochures, reaching out to former clients, and all that. So we'll do that next week on the Sales Blitz. Topic next Monday, 8:30. Please tell your friends and other group members to join us. We are giving out great information. We're exchanging jewels with each other and we're helping each other trying to grow. Join our YouTube channel, join our Facebook groups, and last but not least, one-on-one coaching will be coming soon towards the middle of and end of August. So I'll be setting up where you guys can reach out to me one-on-one for Zoom calls and presentations. And then we'll get a master class going where we can help each other. We'll take turns building business for each other. All right. So that's what's coming up in the next few weeks. Everyone enjoy the rest of your week. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. I'm here to help. And that's it. Have a great week. See you guys on next Monday.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night.
everyone.
Let's to be married. Thank you. How you doing, too? Thank you.